Welcome to my channel, where we delve into the hidden depths of anime, manga, and beyond. This isn't just a place for recaps and reviews. Here, we uncover the shadows beneath the stories, exploring the complex characters, the philosophical undertones, and the emotional weight that often go unnoticed. From the haunting ambition of Aizen in Bleach to the existential struggles of other iconic characters, we dissect the narratives that challenge our understanding of morality, identity, and the human condition. If you love diving into the deeper layers of your favorite series and exploring the darker truths that lie beneath, you're in the right place. He is one of the most compelling and enigmatic characters in Bleach. Known for his calm demeanor, strategic brilliance, and philosophical depth, Aizen transcends the archetype of a traditional antagonist. His journey from trusted Shinigami to self-proclaimed god explores themes of power, isolation, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. He challenges the boundaries of morality and identity. His ambitions drive him to defy the natural order, yet his quest leaves him profoundly isolated. Through his rise and fall, Bleach examines the cost of unchecked ambition and the existential struggles that define humanity. His story is not just about dominance, but about the loneliness of a man who seeks perfection in an imperfect world. This exploration will delve into Aizen's psyche, his philosophy, and his lasting impact on the Bleach universe. Whether viewed as a tragic hero, a philosophical rebel, or a cautionary figure, his legacy is a haunting reflection of the human condition. His journey begins in Soul Society, where he carefully cultivates an image of loyalty and humility. As a lieutenant, he earns the trust of his peers while secretly harboring grand ambitions. Beneath his calm exterior lies a man determined to reshape the world. His fascination with the Hogyoku, a device capable of merging the boundaries between Shinigami and Hollow, reveals his obsession with breaking limits. Unlike his fellow Shinigami, who find purpose within their roles, Aizen views the world's structure as inherently flawed. His early experiments and manipulations are driven by a vision of creating a new, more perfect reality. Aizen's rise is marked by calculated deception. His ability to maintain a facade while secretly orchestrating events demonstrates his unparalleled strategic mind. However, this duplicity comes at a personal cost. His genius and ambition isolate him, creating a chasm between himself and those around him. Even his closest allies, Gin and Tosin, are tools in his grand design rather than true companions. This duality defines Aizen's early character. A man who inspires loyalty while remaining emotionally distant. His brilliance is both his greatest strength and his deepest flaw, driving him toward a path of isolation and ultimate betrayal. Aizen's betrayal is one of the most shocking moments in Bleach. His seemingly virtuous persona crumbles, revealing a man who has manipulated everyone around him. This act is not just a personal betrayal, but a philosophical challenge to the very foundations of Soul Society. For characters like Momo Hinamori, Aizen's betrayal is devastating. Her idolization of him amplifies the pain, forcing her to confront the fragility of trust. Aizen's actions expose the vulnerability of those who rely on appearances, emphasizing the ease with which perception can be controlled. This theme is embodied in Aizen's use of Kyoka Suigetsu, his weapon, which manipulates reality itself. His mastery of illusion reflects his understanding of human nature. People see what they want to see. Aizen exploits this to his advantage, turning the strengths of his enemies into their greatest weaknesses. Yet, Aizen's betrayal is not without emotional weight. His rejection of Soul Society is driven by a profound disillusionment with its rigid structure. His ambition isolates him, and while he claims to embrace this loneliness, moments of vulnerability reveal a man burdened by his own choices. The cost of his vision is the loss of any genuine connection, leaving him a solitary figure in his pursuit of power. For Aizen, power is the ultimate measure of existence. His quest is not merely for dominance, but for freedom. Freedom from the constraints of a flawed world. He seeks to replace the Soul King and establish a new order, one that aligns with his vision of perfection. Aizen's philosophy on power is rooted in control. He believes that true strength comes from shaping reality, bending it to one's will. His manipulation of events, from orchestrating Rukia's execution to unleashing the Espada, showcases his belief in control as a means of achieving his goals. However, Aizen's pursuit of power is deeply paradoxical. While he seeks to liberate himself and others from the natural order, his methods impose his will upon the world. This contradiction highlights the inherent limitations of his philosophy. His obsession with perfection blinds him to the unpredictable nature of existence and the resilience of the human spirit. This is most evident in his underestimation of Ichigo Kurosaki. Despite his godlike power, Aizen fails to account for the strength that comes from human connection and sacrifice. His rigid worldview ultimately leads to his downfall, revealing the dangers of valuing power above all else. Aizen's journey is one of profound isolation. His intelligence and ambition set him apart, creating a sense of alienation that deepens as he ascends to godhood. Unlike other characters who find meaning through relationships, Aizen's path leaves no room for connection. His interactions with Ichigo reveal a rare glimpse of vulnerability. Aizen acknowledges his loneliness, admitting that he has longed for an equal who could understand him. However, his pride prevents him from fully embracing this connection, leaving him isolated even in moments of potential camaraderie. This loneliness is both a consequence and a driver of Aizen's existential struggle. His pursuit of perfection reflects a desire to transcend the flaws of existence, yet it also amplifies his isolation. Perfection, as Aizen defines it, is an inherently lonely state, one that distances him from the world he seeks to reshape. Through Aizen, Bleach explores the existential themes of purpose, freedom, and the burden of self-awareness. His story invites us to reflect on the cost of ambition and the value of human connection, highlighting the profound sadness that lies at the heart of his journey. The battle between Aizen and Ichigo is a confrontation of opposing philosophies. Aizen's pursuit of perfection and control contrasts sharply with Ichigo's humanistic approach, which draws strength from imperfection and connection. Ichigo's ultimate form, achieved through self-sacrifice, embodies the power of humility and purpose. This directly counters Aizen's belief in domination as the path to freedom. Their fight is not just physical but symbolic, representing the triumph of resilience and connection over isolation and ambition. Aizen's defeat forces him to confront the limitations of his philosophy. Despite his immense power, he is ultimately undone by his inability to understand the strength that comes from accepting one's humanity. Aizen's defeat marks the culmination of his journey. Sealed away by Urahara, he is left to reflect on his failure. Yet, even in defeat, Aizen maintains his defiance, rejecting the notion that his isolation was anything but a choice. This moment of introspection highlights the tragedy of Aizen's character. His refusal to acknowledge his vulnerabilities leaves him trapped in a cycle of ambition and isolation. However, his begrudging respect for Ichigo hints at a deeper self-awareness, suggesting that Aizen, in his own way, recognizes the value of human connection. Even in captivity, Aizen's influence endures. His actions reshape Soul Society, forcing it to confront its own flaws. For viewers, Aizen remains a symbol of ambition and its consequences, a character whose complexity transcends traditional villainy. In the end, Aizen's story is a tragic exploration of power, isolation, and the human condition. His journey invites us to reflect on our own struggles with ambition and connection, reminding us that even the pursuit of perfection cannot fill the void left by the absence of human warmth. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this.